So, what if you had a world class designer and, say, a Wall Street analyst working just for you 24/7? Well, that's not some sci fi dream anymore. It's the new reality with AI. Today, we're going to dive into how artificial intelligence is becoming the ultimate co pilot, totally changing the game in fields from creative design to high stakes trading. And you see things like this, and you might think it's just a catchy slogan, but it's actually a massive shift in how things work. See, AI is taking years and years of human knowledge and packing it into tools that anyone can use. It's not about making experts obsolete, not at all. It's about giving everyone access to their playbook. I mean, think about it. For generations, getting into a field like graphic design or financial trading was like trying to get into an exclusive club. You had to have the right degree, get your hands on incredibly expensive software, and then you had to pour thousands of hours into manual work just to learn the ropes. And this slide really tells the whole story, doesn't it? The old way was this long, winding, difficult road. It was a slow grind of trial and error. The new AI way? That's the superhighway. Instead of you spending weeks manually trying out color combinations, an AI can generate a dozen professional options in the time it takes to describe your idea. It's a huge shift from doing manual labor to being the creative director. Okay, so let's bring this idea down to earth, starting with the creative world. What if you had your own personal art director ready to brainstorm with you at like 3 in the morning? Well, that's exactly what these AI tools are becoming. And companies like Canva and Figma, they are leading the charge here. They're not just tacking on a new feature, they are embedding intelligent AI right into the way you work. So these aren't just tools anymore, they're more like collaborators that actually understand what you're trying to do and help you get there. And the process itself is this beautiful collaboration. You are the pilot. You set the destination with your idea, your vision, right? The AI co-pilot then calculates all the possible routes, generating tons of design options in seconds. And then you, the pilot, you take back the controls for that final approach, refining and choosing the perfect design. And this is where that co-pilot really shows off how smart it is. It's not just spitting out random stuff. You can describe your business and boom, it builds an entire brand identity for you from scratch. It even has cultural awareness, knowing the kind of design styles that work better in the US versus the UK. It's kind of like it knows what you need before you do. All right, so from the art studio, let's jump over to the trading floor. The co-pilot concept is just as much of a game changer here, but its job is totally different. If the design AI is your creative partner, the trading AI is your hyper-vigilant analyst, spotting patterns in a sea of data that no single human ever could. In the fast-paced, kind of crazy world of finance, your co-pilots are platforms like TradingView AI and AlphaVantage. These things sift through millions of data points every single second. We're talking news headlines, price changes, economic reports, all to help you navigate the markets with a clarity that was just impossible for one person before. And smarter is really the key word here. This isn't about making reckless, high-speed trades. It's about using AI to cut through all the noise, the panic, and the hype you see in the market to find real data-backed opportunities. The perks here really come from its superhuman speed and stamina. It can look at decades of historical data to try and forecast what might happen next. It can send you an alert the very instant a specific market condition is met, and it can spot tiny little patterns across global exchanges. It's your tireless analyst, and it never sleeps. But and this is a big but. Let's be crystal clear. This is a co-pilot, not a crystal ball. AI predictions are just sophisticated probabilities. They're not prophecies. They're based on what happened in the past, and the past isn't always a perfect map for a wild, volatile future. The final judgment, the decision to actually do something, that still rests with you, the human pilot. So we've seen what these things can do, but what about the how? How do these AI co-pilots actually think? Let's take a quick peek under the hood at the surprisingly simple blueprint that powers both of them. You know, at its heart, when you boil it all down, it's just about one thing: finding patterns on a massive scale. The AI gets fed these enormous data sets, millions of logos, decades of market data, and it just learns to spot the subtle signs of what works. It's not that it understands good design, it just understands the mathematical patterns that show up most often in designs that we humans have labeled as good. And this table here makes it perfectly clear. The applications are worlds apart, right? Creative design and financial trading. But the core logic is identical. For the design copilot, the input is your words. The output is a visual pattern. For the trading copilot, the input is a bunch of numbers. The output is a data pattern. It's the same powerful engine, just with a different destination plugged in. Okay, so we've seen the power and we've seen the process.
The real question is, how do you actually start using this in your own work? Because this isn't just about using a new app. It's about fundamentally changing how you work, shifting to an active partnership with an intelligent system. So ultimately, an AI copilot is a force multiplier. It takes the skills you already have and just makes them better. It automates all the repetitive, boring work you hate doing. And most importantly, it frees up your most valuable resource, your brain, to focus on the big picture, strategy, creativity, and all the critical decisions that machines just can't make.
And that leaves us with one last, really big question to think about. As these powerful AI assistants start handling more and more of the technical work, our role has to change, right? So what does it truly mean to be the pilot in this new era? What are the uniquely human skills we need to focus on? That's something for all of us to consider.